Not quite sure what to do. I could go way down next to the water and maybe get a nice sunrise pic because I got some nice pink skies coming up. I think that's what I'll do. I'll head that way for a bit. The deer. I think I messed up. I thought I was on the lower part of the trail because I didn't think I could get any lower since it's quite a bit of a drop off here. But I'm on the Upper Bluff trail. There's a lower bluff trail, and that lower bluff trail has the access to the water. The sun hasn't broken well, I think it's maybe behind some clouds there, but it's just about to poke through. So my goal now is to reach an open area that has a clean view of that shot before the sun comes up, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Time for plan D, I guess. There's a lookout up ahead and the sun's just rising now. That'll lighten up that lookout area over the water. It's a little bit different view from what we saw last night for Eagle Point. I think I'll still use my tripod here. This is where that 5-stop exposure bracket will come in handy. I gotta hurry. The light's already getting a little harsher. Although the sun is starting to go behind a few other clouds here just right above the bluff. So it might actually be kind of cool. Trying to frame the trees and the branches in the sun. Here goes nothing. That actually might be okay. The sun is quite hidden behind that set of clouds, but it's kind of a unique shape, the cloud. And I got a shot. I don't know if it's very good, but as I was walking away, I noticed I lost my microphone. So I spent the last 15-20 minutes looking for that microphone. I found it. The light's a lot harsher now, but I think still okay. I'm coming up on that lookout point here that I was talking about a few minutes ago. Well, half an hour ago now. There's a path that goes down a little bit farther. I think I might try and incorporate that into the shots, and maybe I won't set the tripod up super high. There's some branches or some bushes that are gonna be a little bit in the way maybe. Yeah. There's a moon, the moon is over here, but it might be a little too high in the sky and too far away. But there's some nice light on the tree here. Can't even see it in the shot. That's okay. Those bushes hit the shutter button. It helps. Just gorgeous light. Here's a similar but different view. Trying to get that nice pine tree incorporated. Well, since I'm carrying the Minolta around, might as well see what I can do with that. Oh shit, I left the light meter on all night. Of course, it's still powered. There we go. What I might do now is take that lower trail back. This one might be good for the film camera. Kind of a cool rock. And the cap again. I knew that was going to happen. The heck, I accidentally hit my shutter lock. This one I'm actually going to get the tripod out and then switch lenses. My Fuji 10 to 24, yeah, 10 to 24. Really pretty splashes of light here. Cap. Yeah, I like the framing. Maybe I can handhold it. Yeah. Nailed it. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but the film stock I'm using is Kodak Gold 200. And I don't have high hopes for that, for any color, I guess. That's more of a nostalgic, not very vibrant, unless there's like reds and some other colors that typically you don't see out in landscapes. So I think a lot of the photos I may have to add some contrast and boost a little bit, but we'll see. I am excited about the digital though. You got a lot more leeway there, obviously, but I just have to remember not to be too disappointed in the film images when they come back, because most likely they'll be a little washed out. I've actually taken this shot before. I have a really wide angle lens on now, and sorry for stepping in front of you, but there's not a lot of room to put the camera, because right behind the camera is a drop off. I don't know. It's always dangerous doing these handheld bracket shots. This is a fairly well-known rock structure, I guess, for the Native Americans. I don't remember what the name is specifically. I'll put the text here, but really cool shape. Oh, that was that steep climb that I avoided earlier today. I forget how steep that is. But I'm back at the campsite now, almost back to the camper. We're gonna have some breakfast and then head out for another hike in a bit. So talk to you soon. We don't have as good a light tonight as we did last night. So I'm actually sticking closer to the campground tonight. I'm going to a trail called Quarry Trail, I think it's called. And I'm taking the Upper Bluff trail to get there. Just taking my time, enjoying the hike. And then there's, I think, like a 1 mile or 2 mile loop along Quarry Trail. And hopefully the sun will be out during that portion of the hike. I just stopped here to take off my sweatshirt, and I was reading the note on this bench, and this guy, Barry Ernest Gislin, I think you pronounce it, when he was a teenager, before this park was a state park, he grew up in this area and explored this property quite a bit, and he and his cousin planted over 350 pine trees in this section called, what's now called the Pine Loop Trail. So, yeah, all of these pines that I'm about to walk through are thanks to Barry. Oh, the sun's coming out now, which is good. I just wanted to capture some pine trees that are pretty symmetrical, which most are, obviously, but not in a super clean way, in kind of a, forest like this. This grouping seems to be fairly symmetrical. Hurry before the light goes away. Now it's going away. Good timing, but I don't think it's a great shot. It was worth a try. Okay, I think I have a wide enough lens here. I just kind of like the look of how the sun is reflecting off of these couple of trees here. I gotta crank the shadows a bit. Yeah. The light really looks nice at the base of the trees. The light follows the trunk straight up. Looks really nice. This is a similar one, but this time I'm gonna try and take it with my Minolta, and my lens isn't actually as wide with this, so I'm gonna stand off to the side a bit and back up against these weeds We'll see what happens here. We'll see. I don't know how well you can tell. I'm looking at this big, thick pine in the middle. If I can isolate it enough to make it look somewhat interesting, it's just I like how the light is reflecting off of the trunk with all the branches. I think it's too messy. I was thinking the light would be on that, looks like a dead white birch tree. Well, all birch trees are white, but I'll still take a photo. Yeah, sometimes it looks good in person, but then when you get the photo, it looks kind of sad because it's just a dead tree. I think this is going to be one of those sad ones. I'm actually heading back to the campsite, even though it's starting to hit some really nice light, but I'm pretty tired and having some back and knee issues, so probably should rest up and then hit the trails again tomorrow. So this is future Jeremy. This video got kind of long, so I had to chop it up into 4 different parts. If I were to string them all together and run them end to end, it would have been over an hour, and that's a little bit much. So this was the end of part 2, and if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it, and please check out part 3. Take care.